Welcome to Small Growth Podcast. You are in All About Night channel, and today is kind of a continue episode from the last episode. I'm going to talk about the pain again, and I found this article named "Pain is Inevitable, but Suffering is a Choice" from the Medium platform, and the writer is Zohvib. So let's get started. I think everyone knows that life is painful, right? Because there is they always have a lot of difficulties, problems, a lot of things that we need to overcome to challenge ourselves. So I think this article is pretty much helpful, and to understand this concept might help you lead your life to the destination more quicker. So let's get started by understanding between pain and suffering. According from this article, they said pain is something that unavoidable, and we all as human beings share the same pain. There are three types of pain that have described in here. The first one is physical pain, like when we kick the leg of the table, we feel the same pain, right? That kind of stuff. The next pain is emotional pain, like heartbreak up or betrayal and loss. And last but not least is the psychological pain. It's something like stress, anxiety, and other mental health challenges. So pain treat us discriminatedly. It doesn't care how old we are, what job we have, how strong we think we are. We all definitely encounter pain in our lifetime. So we cannot control the pain, right? It comes surprisingly and randomly. So what we can control is how we respond to it. It's like the classic that he has mentioned in this article, which is life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. So I think the first thing is to acknowledging this fact is that pain is something that we cannot avoid it, and when we encounter it, we just acknowledge it first and think about it this way. It doesn't mean that we are being pessimistic, but we are just being prepared according to his word. So in the preparedness lies your power to transition from a passive victim to active participant in your own story. That's cool, right? So what's matter? Once we confront the pain, here is the list of dangerous mindset or the mindset trap that make you magnify the pain. The first mindset trap is the overthinking. Like I say, you just overthink it by magnifying the pain. Pains happens and goes, but once you start overthinking over it, it's gonna be something that long lasting. Next is victim mentality. Like is I think it's easier to feel like you are a victim of this life, but this is such an huge mindset trap that locked you down into no progress of life. Last but not least is resistance. I highlighted in this article, he talked about fighting against reality is a losing battle. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Because the more you resist the painful event, the more you magnify your own suffering. And yeah, here are the mindset traps that you might have once you encounter any pains, but to be honest, is so useless and stop you to go to your destination, or is like slow down your progress toward your dreams. So, first thing that we need to understand about this concept is this, which is the pain is something that happened immediate and you cannot expect it. It's happened surprisingly and randomly. Pain is reactive, is just something that happens, right? So it's often a reactive response. And think about this way, like think about the pain as a signal or an alarm bell. It's alerting you that something needs attention. So once you feel the pain, just know that this is a signal that you should take care of something more. However, what about the suffering? Suffering is the extended of the pain, is the maybe the consequence of the pain. You can actually control it. I mean, you can be active over the suffering more than the pain, right? And suffering is such a noise that crowns the signal. Sometimes you just make yourself numbed and stop the process to solve the problems. And here's your preference when you confront any pains, which is the first one is acceptance. Like I said, once you feel the pain, acknowledge it first, and then accept that this happened and don't try to minimize it or ignore it. And then you think about the action. How could you do it better? Decide what you can do next. And yeah, shift your focus from seeing the pain as the villains, just seeing it as the truth of life, the alarm bell that remind you that this thing needs to be taken care of. So that's all for today. It's pretty a long episode. Thank you for your listening. See you soon.